Getting money, other bitches, they don't stand a chance. Twerk, twerk for them dollars, I don't want your man. You know it's Jenny Gang.
Yo, Jenny Gang, what it do? So we are back for another Jenny Gang YouTube production. Before I even get started with the commentary, like my video, L-I-K-E, like the video, subscribe to my channel. We are 3,000, I think we almost 3,100 deep. And comment on my commentary, especially if you are from Houston. We want to hear what's the tea, okay? So today's story is going to be about none other than the turkey leg hunt. Yes, turkey leg hunt is in Houston, Texas. I consider this one of those celebrity restaurants, okay? They are very booked and busy, as someone said. They have a lot of celebrities, and I'm going to say tourists come through. Like, I'm sure Houston floods them as well, but people go to Houston and they try to make it their business to go to this place. I heard of it a little while back. Never been myself, but I will tell y'all, my greedy butt ain't got no sense. Researching this story, I suddenly want me a stuffed turkey leg, but I don't know if I want it from Turkey Leg Hunt. So let's get into what's going on with them. Now, we used to have 3 owners. Let's get their names. Nakia Price, Lindell Price. This is the husband and wife. And then also, we used to have a guy named Steve Rogers who co-owned it with them. But something happened along the lines where they ended up having to do a payout to Steve. Steve got almost $1 million in this payout. So he's no longer an owner of the restaurant. So Miss Nakia Price went public this week and said that she wants a divorce from her husband, Lindell, who those two are the ones who are popping. They got the turkey leg hunt going. Let's get into a little bit about their personality. So we got Nakia over here, beautiful young woman who is educated. She has a marketing degree, but she was working for a law firm, doing, cases and stuff when those two met. So at any rate, smart girl, little upper echelon or whatever, the brains. And then we got Lindell over here, kind of look ghetto. Because when I do these stories, y'all, I kind of like to see people's energy a little bit, right? I don't like to just say what's going on with them, but I want to see what's my impression of them. So looking at an interview with Lindell, Tony the closer actually interviewed him, and you see him, he's sitting there, he's drinking and cracking jokes or whatever, and the wife is more reserved and professional and keeping the conversation on track and stuff. So I guess you could say Lindell is more the entertainment. He's definitely the guy probably behind pulling the strings with all of the business doings, but Nakia is the brains. She will say hey honey, that don't make sense. Let's do it this way. This will make more. Let's not post that way. Let's post this. She is the brains. Also, Lindell is a Capricorn, and y'all know our reps with the Capricorns. They are some getting money as individuals. But also, Mr. Lindell is associated with doing fraud, tax fraud in the past. So he did have a federal case. And actually, this was happening in 2015. They met around 2012, started dating in 2016. So I guess this is the reason why it's probably the turkey leg hunt it's listed kind of like Nakia being the owner, right? And Lindell kind of somewhere in there, he has rights or whatever, but they list her as the owner. Y'all know how sometimes you'll put things in somebody's name because maybe you got a debt or maybe you got a case or something like that. Seems like they went the smart way of not listing him as a direct owner because he had a federal case of fraud. But at any rate, they've had much success. I do want to highlight the positive stuff at their restaurant. I see my little cousin, little baby. He was there. Everybody comes there. Everybody talks about how good the food is. You do have some critics that say it's overrated, but looking at it, it just looked so good when I was looking at their restaurant. But the wife says that Lindell is a gaslighter. He is, she didn't say physically, so I'm going to just say maybe he's emotionally. And I definitely can see that he's probably verbally abusive just because of the way how he kind of moves in the interviews and stuff. He's like cracking jokes and stuff. But that's, you know, in front of people. So I also did hear that, you know, he did have a cheating scandal with one of the employees at the Turkey Leg Hut. And sometimes women will, and I'm using the words of this other YouTuber because I agree, sometimes women will try to fix their man's cheating, right? If your man is a cheater, he probably just a cheater. But she went through, changed the dress code of all the people at the Turkey Leg Hut, I guess, maybe feeling like some people were too bodylicious or whatever, and maybe that made him cheat. Nah, the man probably wanted the girl all along, and it had nothing to do with what she had on. But now she's bringing their problems and her issues with him to the forefront. And I can say this is going to get messy. One, they are a public couple. Two, they've been getting big money. Three, they already have financial scandal. Their vendor, who, you know, they get food from, I guess trusted them. Hopefully they had some sort of contract in place, but their vendor says that, you know, they would just give them the food or whatever. And then when it came time to pay one of their largest bills, these two ran off on the plug. Now, that sounds more like Lindell's character than it does Nakia's, but, you know, with her being the owner, how and why would y'all run off on the plug? Also, just to give a little bit more to Lindell's background, not only did he have the tax federal case where him and some guys were doing tax returns for people. People would like to go to them because word on the street was they would get you more money. But what they were doing was stealing identities in that process. But they also were, like, let's say, for instance, you were a barber. They were taking your itemized stuff that you would buy and like hiking it up. So like maybe I say, well, I'm a content creator. I spent $1,000 on tripods this year, which sounds true for me. They would be like, oh yeah, Jenny Gang, she spent $5,000 on tripods this year. She spent 10 grand on laptops. They would heighten the numbers and get these people more money back, right? Over $1 million in fraud. Okay. That case, 2015. For some reason in 2021, Lindell hit a man with the butt of the gun. Hit him so hard and so deep that the gash in the man's head is 5 centimeters, right? That was just a couple of years ago. So kind of speaks to his character. I don't know if he was putting her hands on the girl in private, but she did say that her and her children lived in fear and they don't have any peace. I'm pretty sure more about what's going on will come out. We don't know if this may be a stunt so she can, I mean, maybe divorce him because of his upcoming charges. I don't really know, but I feel like this will get more specific as time goes by. But it is a big story. Everybody's kind of sitting back like, yeah, I could kind of tell he was like this or that, whatever. I never really paid that much attention, y'all, but I do like food, so I did look them up to try to check out what was going on with them. Anyways, y'all should let me know what y'all think about this story. Let me know if you're in Houston, if you've been to the Turkey Leg Hut. Is it overrated or is that food as good as it looks? And also, speak to these people's characters. You know, what's the word around town in Houston? I've been seeing comments on people's posts that say they already knew that there was turmoil or whatever, because y'all know people be in your business. But let me know what y'all think. Y'all make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on my commentary. See y'all in the next one.